Kara Jacobson, Marketing Artfully. Okay, now this is Twitter marketing part 2 of how to communicate, and this is kind of advanced, so just follow along. What we're going to do is we're going to first off start talking to people, so using Hootsuite. So over here, how can Twitter predict the Iowa caucuses? I think that's interesting, so I'm going to say retweet. So retweet to your followers, yes, so I'm retweeting that. I just find that kind of interesting. And now what I want to do is I want to @reply this fella and say, it will be super interesting to see if Twitter follows the actual election results. Exclamation. That's marketing mutt. It has to do with marketing. There's two ways of going about this. You can try to do a really super laser focused, only talk to people who matter, spend a ton of time searching out exactly who matters. And I do think that there is a place for that, but I also think that you can spend an awful lot of time not really trying to communicate, and you're being way more mercenary than what's actually going to go. So here's Pam Marketing Nuts. Oh, good. Pam Marketing Nut. Looking for best resources on reputation management trends. Any suggestions? Good blog posts. Reply. So I'm going to talk to Pam herself. No good suggestions on reputation, comma, but can't wait to see your post, exclamation point. And I'm going to send that, I'm actually going to send it a little bit later today. I'm going to send it 12:55 p.m. and say schedule. And that way it looks as if I'm on here all day. So this is how you can, and the people you follow are either going to be local people, or they're going to be people in your industry, or things like that. So talking to them can't hurt. And then what happens is when you go over here on my profile, it shows super interesting to see if Twitter followers follow. I've shared that. I uploaded a video. Thanks so much for sharing my post. It looks as if I'm actually interested and a person on Twitter, which helps when people are trying to decide whether they should follow you or not. I go up and down over 11,000. So my next goal is 12,000, of course. So it really helps if somebody who comes here, a human who comes here who would be really interested in you, can see that you are actually a human being. So that's a way to start that communication over there. Using replying, adding. Okay, now here's where the really advanced part of this comes in. So I post a lot, and I have people who repost what I post. So I'm going to say Connecting Biz. What I did was I went to Social Mention, and I found out that Connecting Biz actually reposted my post from this morning. So I'm going to say @Connecting Biz, thanks for posting my article on, can't remember what I wrote about, growing lists. Growing lists. Always love to see people passionate about marketing. It could have been, and I'm going to do a smiley because I always do smileys. It could have been something like, always love to see people interested in growing lists. It could have been something like, always glad to see people are reading, things like that. So I'm going to send this now. Thanks for posting my article on growing lists. And it wants me to pick my thing. So I'm going to send it out. It's only to Twitter because it's Twitter. So here is, that's mine, that's me. How to grow a big list. MRB 2005. Okay, so I'm going to try a couple of things first. First off, let me make sure that I am following Connecting Biz because they are really nice to me. So Connecting Biz, let's see. I wasn't even following them and they're shouting out my stuff. So now I'm following Connecting Biz. Okay, and then MRB 205, let's make sure we're following him because he's sending out my stuff. Okay, and I wasn't following him. So this is where you can find out new people to follow. For Thea, awesome. And you can't, what the difference is that when they're posting it and it's actually through Twitter, they're going to do an @pterodactyl, so then I know they're posting it. But if they're not posting it with an @pterodactyl, then I don't even know that they're posting it for me. And I want to really make sure that that I'm acknowledging them and that I'm paying attention to them. So that's where using social mention can really help. So let's go back to social mention. I want to start up here. I've already answered Connecting Biz. Let's go back to MRB 205. At MRB 205, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to come over to Hootsuite. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say thanks. And let's figure out what his real name is, because that would be nice. Okay, thanks, Connor. So his name's Connor. So thanks, Connor, for reposting my article, for reposting about growing lists. Helping my small biz peeps is a goal for 2012. Okay. So, and I'm gonna send that in a little bit. I'm gonna actually send that in 1:00 p.m. schedule. Post my thing. Schedule 1:00 p.m. schedule. This again shows that I'm going through the day and really paying attention. So see, nobody here has added me with that. They didn't know that oh, see, this is spam. Mill Secrets talked back to me. So while we've been recording these videos, thanks for the great words. Wish more people would listen. And then she said, thanks, you're right. So this is how you get people to talk to you. So let's go back to our social things. We've answered Connor. And now, and his is MRB 205. Okay, so this one is me. For Thea, that was nice. So they sent out something about my, I had written about messing up your whole list. So there's for Thea. We followed them, and they're about an interactive web design company. So that was really nice that they posted for us. So now we're going to see, we're going to say thank you. So we're going to say for Thea. And stop worrying if it was too long ago. Okay, so they sent that out 18 hours ago. That's really close. But if they had sent it out 4 days ago, I would still say thank you. Thanks for posting my article about, what did they talk about? Email, newsletter, lists. Hope your peeps liked it. Send that. Okay. Ken Blevins, awesome. I know I follow Ken. I like Ken very much. He's a good guy. So I'm already following him. Maybe not. Oh, he's an REO expert. So, awesome. So now let's go back and say thanks, Ken, at Ken. And he reposted goal setting. So thanks for posting my goal setting article. So excited. Day one and on track. And you? Okay. And I'm going to do this really late in the day, 4 p.m. Because if you've been watching all of these, it's actually, let's do it tomorrow. Let's do it tomorrow morning. Start getting a jump on tomorrow morning. So we'll say 6 a.m. Schedule. Okie doke. So that's a really good way to find out who's been talking to you. Go find new people to follow who've already raised their hand and said that they like you. They know you like you, trust you. Obviously, I'm terrible at following the people who follow me. I don't do that automatically, so I'm going to say at MLM Superhero, thanks for posting my, or let's say retweeting. He'll know what that means, retweeting goal post. Let's say goal article. That sounds like a goal post article. Hope it helps your peeps. Now we did the other one tomorrow. So, and we know we have stuff in between. So I'm actually going to send that now. Send now. Okay. So this is that goal setting. So let's think about some other things that we want to talk about. Another way to figure out what works well on Twitter is, gosh, everybody reposted my goal setting one. So that would be a really good good thing to know as you go forward, is that people like goal setting stuff. And because I do coaching and things like that, I have a lot of information like that that I could probably send out pretty easily. So that is kind of our super advanced part 2, how to get in communication with people. So Tara Jacobson, Marketing Artfully.